In 1991, I started prosecuting basically to help out my friend Robert George, the prosecuting attorney in Lawrence County. As a part-time assistant prosecutor, I immediately fell in love with the work. Not only was I working on the side of truth and justice, but I had the opportunity to help people and make a difference in lives, defendants, victims, and families alike. The state passed victims' rights laws, and like all counties in the state, including Stone, we began notifying victims of their rights to give impact statements and be in court and other things. The state passed a law and required counties to form child death review panels. We did that, and we prosecuted cases, lots of cases. But to me, I wanted to do so much more, and I thought there was so much more that could be done, and I wanted the opportunity to do those things in the county where I lived, where my children went to school, where we bought our groceries, saw people at various community functions, and where our friends and families and their families lived as well. I was on the Reed Spring School Board, a member of Rotary in Kimberling City, and most of my 5 children had started to school in Reed Spring. All of those things are in Stone County. By 1995, I had decided that I wanted to run to be Stone County prosecuting attorney. I made my intentions known and officially filed for the position in early 1998. My predecessor decided not to run, and I was elected and began serving as Stone County prosecuting attorney on January 1st, 1999. Back in the fall of 1998, I had talked to the Stone County Commission and asked them to place the question of whether or not the county prosecutor should be a full-time position on the ballot. I explained that the county was spending a lot of money on special prosecutors because the current prosecutor had so many conflicts of interest due to his civil practice, that the citizens needed someone devoted to working just for them and protecting them from criminals and crime, and that I would not have those same conflicts since I had already been a full-time prosecutor for several years in Lawrence County. They agreed. I was voted into office on the August ballot. The voters in November overwhelmingly agreed to make me their full-time prosecuting attorney. I had a vision and a desire. I wanted drug dealers, people who harmed children, repeat offenders, and people who committed serious crimes to be aggressively prosecuted. I wanted to improve relations and communication between the prosecutor's office and local law enforcement. I wanted to work with other agencies to improve investigations in the most difficult cases, child abuse. I wanted to protect those children as best as I could from the trauma of an investigation and prosecution. I wanted to use my position to try to reach young people, teenagers, before they got caught up in drugs or other criminal activity. And I wanted to be proactive in making efforts to reduce domestic violence. I wanted to do more to help crime victims deal with the aftermath of being victimized by a crime and then re-victimized by the prosecution and system. I had heard horror stories about things that had happened before I arrived. I wanted to do more. But I didn't just have the vision or the desire, I did something. I took action and I continue to take action. I also try cases. I have personally tried death penalty cases, murder cases, robberies, home invasions, drug cases, rapes, child molesting, child abuse, arson, DWI, burglaries, thefts, and just about every type of crime. I have not won every single case that I've tried, but I've been very successful. I cannot guarantee a win, but I can assure every Stone County resident that I will be honest with them and that I will fight for them. I am well respected, not only by local law enforcement, but by the prosecuting community around the state. I've been asked to provide presentations at trainings, conferences, and seminars throughout Missouri, primarily on issues relating to child abuse and domestic violence. I have presented at our state conferences on a number of occasions and even at one national conference. I participate in child advocacy programs for new and younger prosecutors. I regularly receive calls from around the state from young prosecutors requesting information and advice on situations that they are dealing with. I have also provided several trainings for local law enforcement agencies and put together trainings for law enforcement from across Southwest Missouri.